Is that an 8?
It's an 8. That's tall enough.
Oh my god. Why didn't you shoot that?
I hope I got on video how mad that guy is at you.
Oh, did you?
When you hung?
Taping it?
How's it going? Welcome home.
Yeah, man.
Welcome home, brothers. Don't shake
Yeah,
hands.
how was
Brothers,
it, man?
got a
Yeah.
hug.
How's it been? Squeeze through
Look
it.
all right. How you guys doing?
Real good.
How's the ride been so far?
Good. It's good. Yeah.
So do you have to wear a seatbelt in the front too?
You don't have to.
But you won't die right there with no seatbelt.
Second row. Second row.
Here, you'll die. Here. Is this a COVID rule?
This is right here, past this wall.
Right.
Everybody's safe.
Are you excited, Brian?
Hell yeah.
You're gonna shoot pigs from a fucking helicopter.
Yeah. Goal is to not fall out.
And we can't get skunked this year. There's no way.
Right? There's absolutely no way we're gonna.
Although we could miss him. I'm a little intimidated by how hard it's gonna be to shoot well in a helicopter.
You see it? But it stops. When they're moving and we're moving, hovers, then shoot.
But the
Did you see
animal's
that?
still moving.
True. But half the battle.
Are your expectations the same as last year? Better?
Well, they were high going in last year.
Right.
Yeah. Still high.
Still high. How about you, Ponytail? See, you brought that back for another season. So pigs, whitetails, doves, or bass? Which one is going to be the most fun?
Pigs.
Pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to eat the most?
Not the pigs.
Tenderloin.
Are you going to take any pig if they allow you to?
No.
No, never again. Not even just a chunk to throw on the campfire that night and remind us why we hate it?
No. Cut a piece
Right,
off, spit
right.
it out, right?
I got a really good joke for you guys.
How
Don't show
do
any of
you
your
know
friends.
when your girlfriend...
Highest card picks first, lowest card picks last.
How do you know?
All right, no mercy this trip. Got it. Okay, who has the highest card?
Not me.
Not Joe.
Deuce.
Pat wins. Pick your hunting spot, Pat.
Oh, fuck, what the fuck? I didn't know it was for that.
What did Joe have? Like a deuce?
4. Yeah.
Did you have a deuce? Oh Lord. What you got?
Take a card.
Sean's spot. Ooh, that's a good one.
Sure it is.
That's a good one.
I know you named it Sean's spot.
Are they
Well,
all
because it's
different
normally my
spots?
spot, but I gave it up because it sucks.
So this is the shittiest spot because it's on the biggest piece of paper.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's the only one we don't have a picture of a shooter, a mature whitetail. You already got the bad spots, so you're free.
Fuji spot.
So that
Fuji's gonna
means
be pissed.
wherever Fuji's not gonna hunt,
Yeah.
you're gonna hunt. And he's trying to decide between his two spots because he's got shooters at both of them.
wow. Fuji knows shit.
So if you want to just go up right away and give him a Miller Lite or something,
So what's the best spot to hunt? Where you're sitting.
yeah. The Bucketless Brotherhood was started because myself and 3 of my friends got together, and we've known each other since high school, and we said, you know, we're kind of at that age now, we're all in our low 40s, and we've decided that instead of just having these dreams of these different hunts, we've dreamed of gator hunting, we've dreamed of hunting in the mountains, we've dreamed of all these different adventures and hunts that we're actually going to start doing them every single year. We're going to line up a couple of them and we're going to go out for, it's about 8 days. Sometimes we spend the week in an RV, sometimes we spend the week inside of an enclosed trailer. This time we're bouncing around, going to spend some time at my lodge in Missouri, and then the rest of the time in Joe's new RV, his 40-foot RV. So we'll be taking that out. So it's going to be one heck of an adventure, man. Some helicopter pig hunting. So you fly around, and the wild pigs out in Texas are just totally out of control. So The big thing is to go out and basically take them out before they wipe out all the farmer fields and cause all damage. You can do all the research yourself, but the bottom line is they're a total nuisance, totally out of control, breeding out of control. So we're gonna go down there and shoot them from a helicopter. So that should be absolutely insane. We're starting off this year actually in Missouri at my ranch, the Sons and Guns Ranch near Denver, Missouri. Gonna go out for a couple days of hunting, put each of the guys on some stands with some good pictures with some good deer so far this year. It's the opening day, so we're gonna go check it out and see how we can do and see what these guys can see. Going out to the Clearwater rivers and trying to catch some largemouth bass, and then also a dove hunt thrown in there before we head back home. So we're going from Wisconsin to Missouri to Texas, back to Missouri, and then back to Wisconsin. So gonna be one heck of an adventure, and we're really looking forward to taking you guys along. What's your name?
Joe Lonzo.
Where are you from?
From Green Bay, Wisconsin, live in Minnesota.
How do you know these other three guys?
One is my best friend since the 3rd grade. One is a bully from junior high, and the other one I became friends with as an adult.
So you'd consider yourself an adult?
Well, 12 going on 43.
2 does, two fawns. Then there was a huge crashing behind me, and it's thick as hell behind me.
Yeah.
And slowly look, 15 yards away, that's all I saw was rail. Like
Oh no.
Three tall tines, and it ducked and kind of went into the ravine.
Down behind you?
So yeah, behind to my left.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, it's tough for those big. See that buck that was on your camera?
2 little 6-pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw the one.
One coming behind the other one. 2 little guys right under me. The first one come through, and I thought, ooh, he appeared to, what if he would have been big, I'd have had a heck of a time. All of a sudden, here, still couldn't move because the other one was in front of me. Here come another little one. I said, oh, good.
They didn't
They're
start
both
fighting,
little.
did they?
No, they walked right on by.
What'd you see, Joey?
Fawn underneath my stand.
All right, finally saw one. Good.
They're brown. This one had spots.
You could have tender
Seen some coyotes.
Tender vittles.
Good. Saw a raccoon.
More tenderloins. What'd you see?
Nothing. Oh, actually, Joe can show you a picture of what I saw.
There wasn't a single deer out in that
Never saw
field?
nothing.
Well, what about that one that we decided was a shooter?
Yeah. And you can show them the picture.
It hit
of
the
that
3
one.
of 4.
Oh. Yeah, I couldn't.
I can't believe that you didn't,
Out of all that area, I never saw deer. Like,
I don't even think that's possible.
That's
So
what Joe
on
said,
one
how
of
was
our
your
cameras, about a quarter mile from you guys, down a pile, did you look at the cameras at all today? 5 different bucks came through in 2 hours on that camera. 2 little bucks were out fighting. A shooter come walking through so close to the camera that it looks like it's zoomed in. And then 2 or 3 other bucks.
Which stand's that?
Just right up the road from you guys.
Oh, really?
It's just the right stand at the right
Yeah.
time. So that raises hope for tomorrow morning. Because the other ones had nothing. But that one stand had 5 bucks. That stand hasn't had 5 bucks in the last 3 months.
Shooter or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little spindly.
Shooter or no? That's what I
That's
said.
what I sent to Joe
I said
this
it
morning.
hit 3 of 4.
I go,
It's a little
is this a shooter? And he goes, it looks like it meets 3 of the 4. I go, that's what I was
Let's see
thinking.
it. Let's see it.
I'm definitely a shooter.
Where is that?
Good job.
It's in his
Where I was
field.
sitting, that's-
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Let Brian see it again. He might need
Huge.
glasses.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
You did some artwork, did you?
It was bad.
It was just really well done. That's why you thought it was real.
Yeah, definitely a shooter. Yeah, so like about 7:30,
So the sun was gone.
it was down, getting dark, little spiker, fork, spiker.
Oh, I saw him on your camera. 7:40, 7:39 he came through.
Yeah.
So he comes out by you?
Really? For sure. It came right from the corner.
Yeah.
That end corner.
Yeah.
So it came out, you don't hear anything, it just pops right out.
We were there.
And it's right there. So that was pretty cool. It was like, I mean, I could have shot 35 yards, 40 yards. And the doe came behind it 2 minutes later. And then it's getting darker, but I could hear like the corn. And then around the corner, see this bigger body. And, well, it's a bigger deer, but now it's pretty dark. By that time, it's all you see is silhouette.
Yeah.
And then it started walking towards the other buck, and the other buck was watching it the whole while. And then its head straight up, and I probably like this, something like that, pretty narrow like this. It was a nice size.
Oh, one of those.
Might be that.
It was like this, maybe that tall.
Real narrow one.
Yeah, but he's really tall. He'd have looked this fucking tall.
It was tall, but it was, I mean, it's
Real narrow.
that corner where it turns, that's gotta be 80 or 90. Yeah, it's a long ways.
You didn't have any binocs?
And this time it's dark. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Them
did not have.
binocs can gather pretty good light, that's why I...
Yeah. So then there's a doe behind that one. It was weird though, the bigger buck walked up to the little buck. Little buck actually kind of ran up to it, and they were like kind of like nose to nose.
Oh yeah.
But they weren't like fighting it, but they were nose to nose, like kind of checking each other. It was kind of neat. And that
There were two 6-pointers fighting on the camera this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe they were kind of, and a doe was behind the bigger buck, and this one had a doe behind it, so maybe it was getting kind of weird. But then they all went into the corn. Now it's dark, and I'm like, all right, I'll pack up and go.
Uncle Pat, what did you see? Something like this?
So I told Brian this when I got to the truck. I said that was probably the most fun I've ever had.
That's
Really?
awesome.
Really?
Did they come,
Literally, so I
they
thank you
came
guys
out?
for that. They did. A lot of does. But still, it was fun because
Yeah.
literally from, I mean, I got in there by probably 5:15. By 5:10, that buck came out, and
5 minutes before you got there.
520.
No, you were there before 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
You saw the man.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say that.
I got there at 5:15 and at 5:10 the first buck
yeah.
comes up.
No, did I say
And then
that?
this scientist with this crazy
Oh,
hair
I
showed
thought
up
I
and
said
said, we
five.
need to go 88 miles an
sorry.
hour.
It's my story. Let me tell it.
That's true.
This
That's
is
true.
time travel, I mean, big deal.
But anyway, so I
So
was
right
sitting
away.
there like, so you know that corn's probably what, 75 yards
Yeah,
from
it's
the
out
center?
there. Yeah.
Probably 20 yards into it, you got that sliver of about 15 feet. It literally took 2 steps out of the woods and right into the corn. So I just had a split second. And it didn't look very tall.
Okay.
Nice sized deer, but it wasn't, I mean, it was maybe like
Yeah,
that.
there's a bunch of nice little basket 8s on those
Yep.
cameras.
So that walked in, and then literally from that point on, a doe came out of the woods again, darted in, kind of walked into there, and then I could kind of, it was tall enough that I couldn't see him. So I knew then that corn's pretty tall. You
Yeah.
could just see the corn kind of shake here and there.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So then I had 2 come behind me, and there was a lot of sound behind me, so I knew stuff was going
That's
on.
where they
There's
are.
that whole other field behind
That's
it.
that creek bed that you
Yeah.
go right
So-
at
You
you.
open
Yes.
up.
Mm.
So I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything till like. Is that an antelope? 7. Like 7 o'clock. This doe come out right on my left.
Oh, yeah.
And right up that
How far is
road,
that?
Right up the
just
road.
like we thought.
Yep,
and
right
then-
through the gate.
And she walked out here, and then all of a sudden that sumbitch
From back
come
behind
from
the
that
pond.
ravine.
How far out was that doe?
This is 32 yards to here.
Oh, no shit.
42.
Okay.
This one's 32 to the front of this.
Yeah,
This is about 20. This is 15.
okay,
So that's him right there at about 50 yards right now.
okay.
He just popped out of these woods and he's right on top of me.
You saw him right away?
Yeah, I just hit go 2 seconds
Okay.
on the GoPro. First thing I did was like this. My
So
GoPro's
it's
just sticking out of my backpack
Oh.
because I have no stand. And hopefully this plays. I haven't watched it yet.
Still can't see corn.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, he's moving.
Watch it.
Oh, fuck.
So right now, my heart's just going there. Look at this. All I see is
What
like.
time is this at for you? 5 o'clock? 5:30?
You can zoom in on this, can't you?
That's all you get.
Well, he's gonna keep coming, so.
That's 40 yards.
Yeah.
He's tall, he's almost to the ears.
See me grabbing my crossbow?
Oh wow.
Is that an 8?
It's Nate.
That's tall now.
Oh my god.
I don't know if
Why didn't you shoot that?
Can you zoom
Dark
in?
in the
Sean?
area.
Eric just looked
closer
at
either,
me.
eh?
Let me see if I can get the snipping tool.
Just right in the right.
Well, he didn't shoot it, so.
Well, I got my hand on my crossbow, you can
What are you
see.
thinking right now, though, after you've looked at the video?
Why'd you cut the video so short?
I didn't, it must be set to shut off at 1 minute. But I flipped it back on, but I think he was even further away. So
Okay, so
I'm gonna
what-
get the chip out of here.
So what happened?
I kept comparing him to mine from last year, and I think he's damn near identical.
He's fucking way taller than that one.
I don't think so. I think they look taller when out there. I think he's less mass.
I wouldn't say less mass, but it's still.
If he's taller, it's by 2-3 inches, which means he's 125. You can't shoot 125 inch 8-pointer every single fucking year.
So
I'm
what'd you see?
Juicy?
What
Are you saying juicy?
What'd you see?
So I'm sitting there and saw some does and fawns and stuff, and they all left. Looked through my scope, I can't really see anymore. All I can see is a 20 hash.
Okay.
So I can still see fine. It's full moon tonight. I walked back without a flashlight.
Okay.
But when I looked through my scope, I couldn't make out my distances.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, there's no sense in staying here. So I popped
Can't you light them up?
Yeah, I don't have the light up thing, and I wouldn't shoot. I can't judge a deer if I can't see my hash marks. You know what I mean? So I pop my arrow out, put it in my mouth, go to grab my quiver, and as I'm looking this way to grab my quiver, here comes running in a rack buck at about 25 yards, running right at me into my food plot. Stops right in front of me. I'm sitting there with my arrow in my mouth, my crossbow in my lap, and there's a fucking buck sitting in front of me.
How big?
I can't tell because I can't look at him, right?
Sure.
So I go to grab my binoculars, and the strap is stuck underneath my crossbow because I was just moving everything around to pack up.
Yeah.
And I'm lifting the strap and the crossbow moves, and he's 20 yards in front of me standing there. He's just looking around, he has no idea, but I'm strapped. Tried to look through him like this. Couldn't get him. So finally I'm like, oh my God, just please come off of there, please. And I still got this arrow hanging out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Finally get the binocs up, look, and we've got this 7-pointer. You don't need that screen. We got this 7-pointer that's got like a big fork on one side and 4 on the other side. Big 7-pointer, but it's only a 2.5-year-old deer. Obviously not something we're gonna shoot. I'm sitting there watching, like, oh, that's really cool. Still got my arrow in my mouth, binoculars. Sitting there, all of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye another rack buck. So I look over with my binoculars, and here comes at least a 10-pointer, maybe that 13-pointer. Comes running in and stops at 25 yards directly in front of me. Still got my arrow in my mouth. Set my binocs down. I'm like, I'll just take my best. I'll just take my best shot. I know I can't make it out, but I could see the 20 hash is the first one, and he's only at 25 yards.
Sure.
So I take my arrow out, and they're just down there eating. And I'm sliding my arrow back in. Click, goes in. Bow up. As I go to pick my bow up, here comes another rack buck running in from the left. That 8-pointer that I let go last night comes running in behind him. Now they all start mingling and meshing, and by the time I can get my scope back up, I'm looking through it, and that little 5-power scope, they're only 25 yards away, but you can only see a silhouette. I can't see creases. I can't figure out which buck is which buck. 3 does come over, mission with it, and now there's just bodies everywhere, and it's pretty much the end of the game.
So a deer orgy, as one would call it.
Georgie.
And you're the one that got fucked.
We can't put any of that in the video, but that was funny.
I think we could.
So yeah,
I know the editor.
it was absolutely ridiculous. That
That's
was
awesome,
the
though.
biggest buck I've ever seen in my life, and the most bucks I've ever seen of any size all at once.
Maybe you're not deep enough with your stand.
No,
Do they all come from the same spot?
no, all different places. Yeah.
Okay.
The bottom line is it's still too hot out. It's 85 degrees when we went and sat.
Yeah.
It's too hot out, and they're not moving till dark.
Yeah. True.
But I got out of there without spooking them, so
Oh, that's
they'll
awesome.
be back Tuesday.
How'd you do that?
They'll be back Tuesday.
How'd
Because
you do
they
that?
kept feeding and just actually worked their way right out of the plot and went up on top of the hill and over the fence.
Hmm.
So I just hung tight. They were on the move, kind of doing a steady walk
Yeah,
after a bit.
that is great.
It was chaotic.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that when before you do it, you're like, we're driving all the way down here to take care of somebody's problem that we have to pay to do in a chopper that we don't know. It's not coming out of an airport. It shows up on a trailer and they put it together with an impact wrench. And then the dude's like, yeah.
Okay, now I'm nervous about it.
Right? Yeah.
$4.99, halfway home, baby.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go shoot the pigs out of a chopper! Swing that ponytail around a little bit. Let's hear it. Good job, Pat. Way to get into it. Woo!
Welcome to the Brian Heim Show. I'm Sean Sertier, and this is Brian Heim.
Brian Heim doesn't want to show.
No guns, no alcohol, no drugs, no driving off-road. Observe posted speed limit.
We literally plan on doing every single one of those things. Little trail built money shot for the boys. In case you guys haven't figured it out, it is Chopper Shooting Pig Day. Chopper Shooting Pig Day. Woo! Brian, woo! Pretty cool, Joe. Think they'll let us fly?
We're gonna be getting some guns soon that we're gonna have strictly to have for sale. People will come by.
I need it with the suppressor though.
Like, usually they average about 10.
Yeah.
It was more than that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look. fast.
And they just
And when
start.
when you nail one, you're like, I'm pretty much a sniper.
You're a fucking awesome sniper if you can nail one. We hit 3.
It is everything.
Yeah. You know, and then he like takes off and you're doing 100 miles an hour across this stuff, goes directly at something like this cliff, and then pulls 3 G's, almost drops you out of the chopper. Right? Like, how many times did he, like, when he backed up on them hogs?
Were you guys ever hanging off your seatbelt like, whoa, 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 whoa? You're using your
Like
inside foot to kind of pull yourself back in a little bit?
We ran into hogs that were running at us, and he backed the thing up, and we were facing directly straight in front of us, shooting them at the ground. Yeah, it was
Goose. We were inverted.
Seriously.
No, we didn't invert. This ain't Top Gun.
It felt like it.
Holy shit, we just hit a turkey buzzard. Big one.
It was a big one.
It was huge.
It fucking took up half the road when it fucking flopped around back there dead.
Did you see it flip?
Oh, it was, yeah.
You smoked
fucking
it.
went down underneath and then out my tire.
Hope your radiator's okay.
It's a diesel pusher, so there's no radiator.
We are death and destruction everywhere we go.
Count that as the 71st animal we've killed today. Like a fucking tank.
Here's his wing, here's his wing. You've done this before, haven't you?
No, I just thought it'd be kind of fun.
Oh, Star, quadruple wrap it. No. Will you do one the way I want you to? The long way? But pick that up and set it in the middle of it. Have Brian pick it up again? Yeah, yes, please. Wait, just one side at a time? Yep. Joe, this is fun.
There's only one driver this year, as it turns out.
Why is there only one driver this year?
Joe has absolutely no trust in anyone but himself. This is true.
It's it's a beautiful RV. It's got all the amenities other than the ability for us to be able to drive it. And he even drove it, if you flash back earlier,
right
directly into a turkey buzzard.
Turkey buzzard.
But we're not allowed to drive
there.
it going straight down the highway.
That's right.
With no turkey buzzards in
Because
sight.
we are clearly not capable of keeping it on the road. Clearly.
I have ridden with every single one of you driving an RV that's half the size of this. And when you say drive it straight down the road, do you just mean like on blacktop itself?
Yes, on the road.
Tomorrow at 5:00 p.m. today, a gentleman is showing up with a U-Haul truck and
What's his name?
Kayaks. Rodrigo. And he is Alberto Rodrigo. And he is going to take us black bass, clearwater river fishing in kayaks. And then we are going to go do some dove hunting.
What about the barbecue?
We're having barbecue, Texas barbecue, which is mostly beef and not pork.
That's news.
Well, I'm glad I was part of this interview.
You guys didn't know that?
Surprise.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
this is cool. I'm really getting a lot out of this interview.
Yeah.
Really getting a lot
you're getting your
this
plan.
is great.
Yeah.
So what are we doing tomorrow? Keep going. Keep going.
We should do the interview for next year before the trip. Then you'll know what's going to happen.
Tell me more.
Then we're gonna go dove
Can
hunting.
you try to shorten up your answers? They're really long.
We're gonna go dove hunting.
It's only a 40-minute film.
Then when it's done, when we're done with that, we're probably
Can
gonna.
you re-say that because I talked over you? I told you 4 years ago I'm coming down here, Clearwater Bass Fishing. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so they're actually pretty good fishing boats. They're all.
They look pretty decent.
Yeah. The fishing, you know, you'll catch fish. I can't say that you're gonna catch big fish because those are the spot. I mean, you know, catching big fish is a lot of knowing how to fish, knowing where they are.
That ain't our thing.
Yeah. But if you're just going for the fun, to drink a beer, to swim, to get in the boat, and then in the afternoon, my family has it's 150 acres like right outside of town. So I'll just take you out of my ranch. We'll dove hunt. When we went last weekend, we came opening weekend, and I limited out in the first morning. I limited out before 8 a.m. and he limited out like at 8:20. So they were
That's awesome.
flying 2 weeks ago. So again,
I've never bird hunted.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
shot
it's-
clays. I'm assuming it's
To me, it's easier, but it's
really
not supposed to be that way.
okay. I hope it's like that for me.
yeah, I'll charge my.
Because the
phone.
pigs were hard to hit today. Them some bitches.
Really? How was that? That shit's got
It was
balls.
the best of the best. Everything we thought it would be, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed 70 together.
There you go.
Push ya. You're gonna lose a rod. Oh.
I'm gonna sit down. You guys push me in.
Yeah, it's probably better. We would love to, honestly. That'd be a dream come true. Yeah, you can stand up as you launch it.
You got the camera ready for that?
Yeah, just put one foot on it and then kick off the ground and you'll just glide.
Right?
Yep.
It's okay, you get it.
Don't hit him.
That's freaking ramming speed.
I am the videographer.
Yeah.
They're crashing into the medic out in the war field. You just don't do it. You're gonna crash. He's gonna crash.
Hear that? It's probably a foot drop.
It's gonna die. Don't do it sideways. I can't stop myself. Help me. Okay, we're gonna get some action shots. Here I come, Brian. Oh, I swamped her. That'd be a money shot. He's going in. He's going in. Roll it.
Ramming speed.
Hold that up once. We have never seen a bass that big. We want you to know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's what I want to catch. Where them at? Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Huge too. Probably a 7-pounder. There you go. 250 bucks for the U-Haul. 250 bucks for the boats. Floating down the river, jumping in, catching a couple bass. Priceless.
Priceless.
Technically,
6 bass.
we caught 6 bass and 2 guys.
Yeah.
Caught 6.
Elber, how many did you catch?
None.
Oh, Travis, how many did you get? Oh my God.
So we beat the guy.
If you guys want us to take you out fishing again next time we're in Texas, we'll let you know. We're at the next stop and we are in Brady, Texas, shooting doves. It's about 98 degrees, so everyone's found a spot in the shade. Joe has been completely surrounded by a flock of cows. They appear hungry and they're staring him down.
Sean, you didn't see any of those birds?
Oh yeah, I shot at them.
Oh, okay, there was a fuckload.
I know, I couldn't pick one to shoot, so I just shot at all of them at once. And that didn't work, as you can imagine.
Yes. Right behind y'all.
Did you guys kill any of them?
Oh no. Too many.
No, is that one?
Clearly it is. Look at this. Thanks.
I think we got that on camera.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, just put it in your bag just so
Yep.
it doesn't get ants.
Oh, here comes one.
Okay, get them.
2.
Got that back one. Both of them.
Yes, we got 2.
On film.
And I peppered the sisters again. How many times have we shot you guys?
Getting a little gun shy over here.
Those birds fly right at you guys.
Those are supposed to be our birds when they fly at us.
Oh. Have you felt BBs?
No,
Often?
one time.
Just the once?
It was like it landed like over here.
Oh.
We could hear them. They came through
That was Albert's shot then because he shot way to your guys' left. I shot right at you.
Well, we heard him hit all the leaves.
That was
and
mine.
Then
Yeah.
kind of just fell.
Oh! Get him. You guys shot so many times.
6 times.
He was pretty far there. Oh, right here, guys.
Did you see that?
Oh my god, that was
Oh, another one.
I'm out of shells.
We've got footage of everybody killing doves except for you two. So let's make it happen. I think there's one coming.
Behind you guys.
The feathers are still falling. I totally missed the shot. The bird almost hit Pat in the head. Here it is. And he just gave me a smile as it hadn't even hit the ground and you look back and smile. Oh, something attacked me, so I shut off the camera for a second. You can put them in this coat if you want. I'm apparently the pack mule. It goes right in that pocket there. Probably has fleas. Right in that pocket.
Like that. Keep the light out.
That's morbid. Oh, that's what it is. Giant fire ant.
Oh, yeah, there's a big thing of them right there.
It bit me right in the chest, that son of a bitch right there. Oh, I must have been standing in that thing in my cover. That time I shut off the camera and instantly we were attacked and Brian Heim defended us. And got himself a bird. Joe, you going to puke?
Why do you puke? Do you know?
He ate so much that he threw up.
It was the peach cobbler.
He had 3 bowls of bacon and beans.
And
the
Tabasco.
3 meats meal, half a gallon of Tabasco sauce, 3 gallons of barbecue sauce,
But he
and then
did say he
polished it off.
He said he had to quick order the peach cobbler before his mind said he was full.
Because Joe has determined that in 20 minutes you have to eat as much as humanly possible before your mind knows that you've overeaten.
He tricks his mind by ordering.
1 hour later, he's puking.
You and I looked at each other like, don't order.
Where did Joe go?
We went to go get a new gun. Guess what happened? His gun jammed.
Really?
With a live round in it. So just remember that.
Joe was right.
We've been making fun of Joe for 3 days because he brought an extra gun. His gun just jammed. He needs a new gun, and we're never going to hear the end of it. Hey, we shot at our limit.
Fuck yeah.
We just didn't kill our
I'm
limit.
glad you got to see one of those like 80 packs. That was something I really wanted you to just like. Those are fun to see. You get so excited you fucking.
It's awesome. Thanks for having us
Dove
out.
action. Little dove action with Albert Vasquez, Gold Standard Lighting.
That's their contact info right there. Hit
Gold.
me up, email, Gmail.
Get your headlights done, bass fishing, dove
Well, hey, a
hunting,
little bit of everything. Come on.
get some barbecue.
Throw up. All
Eat so
of it.
much barbecue you puke.
Yeah, no, I'm glad y'all got to
Visit
come
the
out.
desert.
Okay, so right here you've got a little, the bottom of the breast.
Yeah, sternum basically.
Yeah, and you just kind of shove your finger up there, pull back. That all comes as one chunk. Dispose of it. Twist and pull.
Yep. You come back at night and shoot the coyotes when they come to eat that?
Oh, if you wanted to, you totally could. Oh wow, look at this guy. This guy got blasted.
Oh man, that is not where you're supposed to shoot the birds.
So yeah, that's what you do.
Oh no. I was like, I'm gonna jump out and go guide these guys, and it was too late. And there it is, a tree on a U-Haul.
Okay, you're good now, Brian. You're clear.
You've cleared the way, Brian.
You've cleared.
He was guiding you around it.
You must have been further.
You missed it by this much. You didn't even see it on the way in? I'd say you hit it right about there.
I didn't see it until it hit right here.
I can't believe how easily it snapped.
Ouch. We got an ouch up
That
there?
ain't bad. No extra charge for widening your road.
The advice that I would give other people in our situation as far as age group that may be thinking about doing this but aren't doing it currently because it's not the right time or they can't find the time off of work or whatever it would be. I guess the best advice I could give for that, because everybody says it's always about money or time or lack thereof both. The truth is if you get to be 65 years old and somebody comes up to you and says, I can magically turn back the clock and put you back at 40, and you could do all of the things that you wanted to do that you were waiting until you were retired to do, and all you'd have to do is work another couple of years, but you could do those things every single year for the next 15 or 20 years. I think a couple extra years of work, if people were to really do the math on it of what it would cost you to do it now, to take the time and the money to do it now when you're physically able to, versus waiting until retirement age to go and do it where you may not be physically able to. I think everybody in the position would trade those 2 years of work between 66 and 67 to do all of the stuff that we're doing now versus waiting until they're 65 and running out of time.